Yes, people. Back again, back again. What's going on? I can see there's a few people in the chat already. Big up chat, by the way. Thank you for coming on as always. Another day, another stream, innit? Oh, I'm so tired. Absolutely exhausted. Start eating, man. Let's see what you're saying in the chat, because that's what I'm here for now. Just talking to you guys. Talk whatever, talk about whatever you want. Anything about football, any football club, whatever you want to talk about, I'm here for. I'm here for the challenge, if you know what I mean. That's what I'm here for. Bloody my terrace is getting attacked by bloody foxes, man. I put a fence up, everything, still getting attacked. Damn those foxes. There's too many of them, man. We're getting infected by foxes. Goodness gracious me. Too many of them in London at the moment. And they're becoming dangerous as well, man. They're attacking things, man. Attacking people as well. Oh, man. Yeah, let me just check out the chat, what's going on. Yeah, please like, share, and subscribe, all that good stuff. You know, the bit of house rules we have over here. Hopefully you can hear me. I don't know. I haven't checked it out yet. So let me see. Yeah, it's working. Big up, Double, man. I was just watching Coppish. Jamie's on one today, isn't he? That's my friend, by the way. Yeah, man. He's a big defender of Salah. He loves Salah. Yeah, big up. Yeah, happy to see you today, Fozi. Robert, big up, Double, man. Always. Yeah, I see Ends calmness. I see Rams, calmness. And I see Drifty. Dig it in. Yeah, it was quite good watching Coppish, to be fair. Yeah, different opinions, isn't it? Different opinions. It's good to see people talking about other stuff. I know Mo Salah is getting in everybody's nerves and all that stuff, but that's the topic at the moment, guys. Unfortunately, everybody's talking about that. He's put himself in a situation where everybody's going to talk about him. So that's where it is. But if you want to talk about other stuff, I'm here for that. I'm here for the chat today. So if you guys want to say anything in the chat section, say whatever you want. I'll read that out and I'll respond to it as well. Big up, Connor, man. Callum says, let's talk about Premier League games coming up and put the Salah saga behind us. We need to build on the Inter Milan win. We haven't won 3 on the bounce since August. I agree, bro. I want to get behind it. But I'll put a poll up there. If the poll is saying Salah, bro, I can't do anything about it. Damn, let me see the poll. So it's 50 to the Premier League, nothing to the Champions League, and 40 for Salah and other 10. Other anything else you want to talk about, basically. So yeah, it is what it is. Listen, I'm here for anything you guys want to talk about. Double says, I think we should talk about all of it. One topic is draining. A touch on all 3 will be nice. I understand, bro. I understand. No problem. Big up TW, man. Just going through the comments, guys. See today. But when I say Fozi, chat with Fozi, this is what I mean. I'm gonna do this for the next how many minutes you want me on for, if you know what I mean. Like the 60 seconds intro tune sounds. Yeah. I don't know. I don't want to say that way, but I know what you mean. I know. Yeah, it does sound. It does sound good. Yeah, I like it. It's a little. It's for the countdown. I think that's what it is for. So it's good. It's good. Christmas. Yeah, it's what it is. Fozi on the edge of his seat for slot. Yeah. I'm not gonna do the press conference anymore. I've changed. I'm not LRFC anymore. I'm Fozi TV now, so not for me. I might do it now and again, but tomorrow I'm going back to work. I'm back. I don't have a lot of rest. I told you guys I'm back to work tomorrow. 2 days here, next day I'm going back to work. So I do 7 days. I don't really have a lot of rest in between. It's crazy life, man. You have to work, otherwise life ain't gonna be, and the same. Yes, I am awake, man. Relax, bro. Big up, who is this? Kenny Fan. Oh, Kenny Fan TV. Big up was a great show with Sol Stretford post yesterday and subbed. Oh, big up, my guy. Listen, I'm here for every football club. Okay, Man United is a rival, but I'm willing to talk about things in a way of being honest as well, if you know what I mean. So It's not a Liverpool channel anymore. It's for everybody. You're welcome. You're welcome, Kenny. It was a great chat with Sal. I mean, it was honest chat. It wasn't a banter chat. And talking about both teams in a way of the way the clubs are. I'd rather do it like that than, always bantering every single time. It's getting tiring with the banter every single time. Sometimes you need an outside opinion to understand how your football works. You know what I mean? Because you're always hearing internally, but outside helps as well. So that's what I've been trying to do with Fozi TV now, and be as honest as possible. As I said on his show, Sal's show, like, if the club is together at Man United and everybody is behind it, especially the fan base, the ownership, everything comes together, that's a frightening club. But unfortunately, at Man United, everybody is separated. And when people are separated from the football club, it puts the pressure on the head coach. And that's why Amarin is always, under pressure no matter what he does. You won 4-1 the other day, and people still saying get him out of the football club. It's crazy, isn't it, how football is nowadays? There's no patience in football anymore, Kenny. And this is why our clubs are the way they are. We become like the Italian football of the 90s. If you guys remember that, if you look at the Italian football of the 90s, 2-3 bad results, the manager is sacked. And that's how it was back in the day, because they had the best players in the world from all around the world. You know what I mean? At the time, they used to recruit like Gaza, Maradona, etc., George Weah. Everybody was going down there. But yeah, that's how it is in the Premier League now, because we're the top league now, the top dons. We're trying to be like those kind of leagues. And it's weird because, like most of us are not used to things like this. But, Arne Slot better, like, better be happy, because in normal circumstances, he could have been sacked. And Mo Salah saved his job the other day. So, that Leeds game could have been a lot of people turning on Arne Slot, but no, it went the other way because of Salah's interview. But as I was saying with about Man United, the three at the back, it's a formation that's not sustainable, because once you find it out, what other things can you do with it? You know what I mean? But I've been hearing he does transform to other kind of formations during the games if it doesn't work out. But Amarin is a young manager, man, so stick with him, I say. You never know where you're going to get to. It is what it is. Yeah, Man United's too big, not to challenge again. Let's just be honest there. I like Jamie. He's so sound. He's a good guy, man. He's a good guy. They all are. Enz, Ram, Jamie, Drifty. I don't know Drifty that much. I don't think I've ever done a show with him, so he seems like a good guy as well. So, yeah. I personally think both Carragher and Salah are on the wrong side of this. Yeah. That's true, Kenny. No doubt about that. Carragher attacks Salah in a personal level. Salah said something he should have said behind closed doors. Nobody is saying like what he said was wrong. Majority of it was right, but you don't share it with the public. Something like that, you got to take it behind closed doors, bro. It's very cringe, you know what I mean, when you're hearing it in public and all that stuff, which I disagree with. But that's today's football, guys. You know what I mean? Today's football is different to yesterday's, man. And everything that is out in the public, these footballers they are millionaires in an early age. They don't earn the right, to be millionaires anymore. As soon as they see you as a good player, then they give you millions straight away. You know what I mean? You go like before football with a full focus. When you become a footballer, you're driving a Lamborghini. That's how it is now. So it's crazy. It's crazy, man. It's all madness everywhere, man. I prefer the old style, why earn the right to be a footballer. Work your way to be one of the greatest players instead of like being handed to you things straight away. That's why I don't respect Mbappe. Mbappe chose money over football. Now he's going to Real Madrid to take the easy way out. Nah, not for me, man. Never going to be one of the best players. He could do whatever he can at Real Madrid. It's an easy place to go and do something. Let's just be honest there, guys. You go to Real Madrid, you could score a lot of goals. I could even, at my age right now with my dodgy knees, I could go down there and be part of that team and score goals at that league. Let's just be realistic. It's an easy way out, man. To save his career, you know what I mean? He realized, and as soon as he leaves PSG, look what happens. PSG start winning the Champions League and everything else. Coincidence? There you go, guys. And it just blew out of, proportion. 100%, bro. 100%. It's gone so far. It's unrepairable unless they apologize and all that stuff. That's all I want to see. I want both to apologize. Let's move on. Let's get out of here, man. Let's get out of here. Big up Clive, man. Big up my guy. Hope you're okay. If anyone wants to jump on, let me know, guys. Yeah, just let me know. Yeah, the chat is there. Big up Foz. How long you think Alonso has got at Madrid? Not long, bro. I watched Real Madrid and Man City yesterday while I was doing a show with 12th man. It was one of those games that was strange, man. I thought like Real Madrid was doing all right, and then all of a sudden they just fall apart. And Man City just took advantage of it. You know what I mean? I don't know what Rudiger was doing to Haaland. That was a strange tackle in the box, man. Especially in the Champions League. You saw the Wirtz penalty. You don't do that. You don't pull, you don't, wrestle people to the floor and all that stuff. I think that one as well, I think Alonso's been thrown under the bus by these players. But that's what happens when you buy too many good players, too many, supposed world beaters. This is what happens. I don't think Alonso's got long. I think Alonso's going to be sacked. And I can see all of us, like, we're jumping on the bandwagon. I put a picture behind me with Alonso waving yesterday on 12 Man's channel saying, I'm coming to Liverpool. But nah, listen, if Arne Slot starts winning from here, it's impossible for Alonso to arrive at Liverpool. And, is he Liverpool worthy, considering he's been sacked at Real Madrid in his first season? I don't know. Do I want him at Liverpool if Arne Slot leaves? Of course, 100%. It's Alonso, isn't it, man? And, there's no pressure at Liverpool. Liverpool is different to Real Madrid. We'll give you time and patience, and you could implement your ideas. What I like about Alonso is he's got more ideas than just one, if you know what I mean. So you watch him at Madrid, I know he's not doing well. If he had the right, environment, management, crowd and everything like that, meaning fans, I think he'd be fine. He could play at 3 at the back. He could play 4 at the back. He could play different formations. I think Alonso is smart enough to change up tactics and all that stuff instead of like sticking with one. As I said many times, and I said it in the stream earlier when I was talking to Kenny about his club, if you're playing 3 at the back consistently, what's the option after that? There ain't no option, because all teams have to do is find out how you play, and then you're done. That's why Conte was the only one that won the Premier League with 3 at the back. But after that, what did Conte do? You got sacked the next season. So you got to have more formations, more tactical know-how than just that formation. That's why I keep telling people 3 at the back is good. Maybe if you're struggling during a game when things are not working out, you could change up to that and then try to change the game that way. But if you're doing it consistently and results don't show consistently, then it's not a consistent formation. Because if you look at Liverpool in the 90s, although we had Stan Collymore, Robbie Fowler, and John Barnes and Jamie Redknapp in the midfield, McManaman in that free role when he used to just run at people wherever on the pitch where it was, wherever he found joy. We had all those players. We had great players in that team, but it didn't work. Because we only won one trophy with that. That was the Coca-Cola Cup. Says it all, the Coca-Cola Cup. So that's what I've been trying to tell people about this formation. It's not sustainable. It's not a formation that you could utilize to different areas or anything like that. You can't, because it's just four. Was it 3 at the back, 5 in midfield, and the rest up front. So it doesn't. It's not sustainable, guys. It's not a formation that could win you, championship in a continuous basis. But when you have 4 at the back and at front, you could, in front of that, you could do anything you want. That means you could confuse opponents. That's why I keep telling people, don't ever go with a 3 at the back, because it's not sustainable. I'm giving you an honest opinion about it, and I'm telling you why it doesn't work. 4 at the back, and then you could just change the players in front of it. It's easier, because you're like normal circumstances, 3 at the back with 5 in midfield and further up, more players. Teams can prepare for that on a consistent basis, right? Because they know what you're going to play. But when you play 4 at the back and change up things to confuse teams, then the advantage is on the team that's set up that formation, the better team, as I say, the better team. So that's why I've always said, just be careful with that formation, how you go on about it. Sometimes it might look attractive in different leagues, because those leagues are not as competitive as the Premier Leagues. That's why it's attractive in Portugal and all that stuff. You know who's going to win the league there before it starts. So that's the difference. And don't forget, those pitches are wide enough for that formation to work as well, because, in the English Premier League, we've got everything is close by, congested. The fans are right on top of you. It just doesn't work. All you have to do is double up on the wing with a fullback and the winger. one of the centre backs comes out of position, there's a gap in the middle, someone's going to score a goal. I guarantee all Man United fans say you're right because that's the kind of goals they concede. There you go, man. That's how it is. That's how it is. That's how it is. Yeah, but with Alonso, listen, if Arne Slot leaves, he comes in, I'm all for it, man. Liverpool needs someone that could galvanize everybody together. The thing with Arne Slot, the issue that I have with him, he hasn't got a relationship with the fan base. Everybody sings his name, but does he actually, get us up for games like Jurgen used to, like Rafa or whatever? Does he really like communicating? And he does that little walk when he's walking off. You know what I mean? That fast walk he does. That's it. You could make a music out of that fast walk, actually, man. Yeah. Beans and toast, big up, my bro. I hope you're okay, my guy. Yeah, so just be careful with that three at the back, guys. Think about what I'm trying to tell you. After that, what can you do with that formation? There ain't much. Because you can't really stop the formation in front of that. So, yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy when people talk about it like it's a brilliant formation. It changes football. We played this, man. We know what we've seen. It was great at the time. Great entertainment. But we didn't get trophies with that. Yeah, it is what it is. Agreed. Tired of banter. Need a real football talk. 100%, bro. 100%. We can't do banter every single time. Stick of it, bro. Oh, we hate Man United. We hate Liverpool. Forget about it. We just don't want Arsenal to win the league. That's all, man. I'm joking. They could do whatever they want. Yeah, we are man divided FC for a reason. As I said, bro, if the fans are not together, the manager is not together, and the owners is not together, that's when things go, the other way, if you know what I mean. So last season, why did Liverpool win the league? Because everybody was together. Everybody forgave the owners. Michael Edwards was the best thing that happened to Liverpool Football Club. Arne Slot, new coach, we start singing his name before he even arrived at Liverpool. Arne Slot, that song. And then, and the fans were together with everything. Now, everything is apart. Look at the difference. When everything is apart, guys, look at the difference. When they're together, look at the difference. That's what I've been trying to tell you for a while. When the fan base, the ownership, and, the manager and everything is together, listen, you'd be laughing. Look at Arsenal right now. How often do you see people saying Arteta out? You don't see that anymore. The fans are together. Look at the new recruiter they got that replaced Edu. They're together with him. They talk about the Cronkies in a good way. There you go. When everything is together, it's a frightening place to be for everybody else when that club is, doing what they want to do, which is win the league and all that stuff. Look at Arsenal yesterday winning, 3-0 as well. So it is what it is, guys. As I said, togetherness helps. And this is what I want for my football club. And I guarantee that's what other fans want for their football club as well. So, yeah, man, it is what it is. It's just too divided. That's why teams don't really prosper at the end of the day. Yeah, bees and toast in the house. Big up, man. Yeah, I had the doubts about Amarim, but to be saying lose a game just for a manager to be sacked is obviously ridiculous. I can't believe what I'm hearing nowadays, Kenny. It's kind of weird. That's why I say on my channel at the top, like, I'm here to say football, because at the end of the day, bro, we're football fans, first of all, because without football, there ain't no football clubs. So if you love football as a whole, then you're a proper football fan, if you know what I mean. That's what I love. I used to watch football, outside the Premier League, everything else back in the day, but I don't see football as I see it anymore. I see football is slowly distancing itself from the fan base, you know what I mean? Because first of all, it's impossible to get tickets for any games nowadays. Considering the old days, you just go to the game and and then you get tickets, straight away. Now they go to the wider world, so people flying from all around the world coming to the games, and the locals are the ones who are shafted aside because they're gonna buy the merchandise. They're gonna go to the superstore and do whatever they can in it to spend thousands and thousands in the superstore. Nothing's cheap in the superstore either, guys. You know what I mean? Everything's above £100 nowadays. So this is what they're looking for, and they're slowly driving the locals away from our football clubs. And this is what I don't want to see. I wanna have that passion back again at our football clubs, and I don't see enough of that in the modern day, unfortunately. Yeah, man, it's true, man. I can't believe when I see that, Kenny. Like, people intentionally trying to get a manager sacked and all this stuff. I joke about it sometimes. I say, like, yo, why did Chiesa save that? Save Arne Slot. I'm only saying that because the poor guy doesn't even get games. You know what I mean? But it's just a joke. I don't want anyone getting sacked or anything like that way. If they're gonna get sacked, it should be by the performances that they do as a manager, and that's it. But if you're winning and people are saying, I'm sick and tired of this, I need him sacked, that's just wrong, man. That's just wrong. Let the club decide. I've always said that, not you. Like and subscribe. Big up, bro. Thank you for that. Indy, what's going on? Will Mo be on the bench on Saturday or not? If he is, will he say his goodbye? If not, does he go AFCON and they sell him while he is away? I don't know, bro. I have no idea. I've heard there was a meeting, obviously. Either, I don't know if it's happened yesterday or today. We have to wait and see. I heard there's a meeting, and I hope, they rectified a lot of stuff. I really, really hope, because I don't want to go into it like this. And, leaving the club without saying goodbye as well. Because we see Mane do that, Henderson do that. And look what they've done for the football club. It's unfair if he just leaves like that. I hope if they decided for him to leave, it's at the end of the season. If you're going to bring a winger in to replace him on the pitch, obviously get one in Jan. But don't just shaft him out like that, man. The guy is a legend. He's a hero for many Liverpool fans, of course, and he's done a lot. As the club done a lot for him as well, because I keep hearing what he done for Liverpool. What about what Liverpool done for him? I think Liverpool got him out of, a club in Italy like Roma that wasn't doing much, and made him to the player that he was. I mean, he is. Sorry. So I don't want to say was, because if they say was, it's past, isn't it? So Liverpool done their bit for him. I mean, they've done a lot actually for him. Made him into a Ballon d'Or nominee. He won a lot of individual awards. He's won the Premier League twice. He won the Champions League. He's won the World Club Cup. I mean, he's won so much and at Liverpool. Would other club give him a chance back when he was at Roma? I don't know, because not many teams went to buy him. He left Chelsea, went to Fiorentina, then he went on loan, and then he went to Roma after that on a permanent deal. So did other clubs go in for him? I don't think so. Would he make as much as impact at other clubs that he did at Liverpool? I don't know. I don't think so, but I don't know. I really don't. I don't know. I just say I don't know. That's what it is. Yeah, big up, man. Big up. Hope you're okay, Jordy, man. Yeah, big up, Dread. I'll see you on the other channels, man. You're doing great stuff. Please go and subscribe to this gentleman here if you support other clubs. Go for him, of course, man, because he's doing some wonderful things on his channel, man. And, I actually messaged him when he first started. Now, like, he's blowing up. I see him on a lot of channels, big channels as well. And he's doing some great stuff. So go on, subscribe to this gentleman, man. We're always going to agree to disagree with everything. That's how it is. That's life, guys. That's life. Big up, yes. Big up Specs, of course. Always. Hopefully I didn't miss any chat as I was going around. Yes. Yeah, so big up Uncle Rods. I hope you're okay, my guy. We spoke earlier. I hope you're okay, man. Hope you're okay. Hey, Olstein. Yeah, I haven't seen it. Perception of is Salah that made his. I've seen this one actually on Copish. What you said, the comments, either because he generally wants to force a move out of the club, or because he wants to put pressure on Slot. I don't know about David Ornstein, what he's saying at the moment, bro, because, David Ornstein is a Arsenal fan. I mean, this is what I've been trying to tell everybody, we've got to be careful how we go on about this, because people are going to start twisting up things. And when you twist up things, it's going to, destroy a man's legacy and a football club as well. So this is why I separate myself of all this stuff now. I just want to concentrate on football, and, I want my club to start winning again. That's all I'm looking at now. And, I don't know what David Ornstein, I don't know how he's getting these stories, what I mean, and who's delivering these stories to him, but it is what it is. Let him say whatever he wants, and we'll see in the next couple of days, like if there's going to be a talk between the manager and the coach, so the manager and the player, and see where they go from there. And hopefully, in my humble side of things, they come to an agreement and just make up, and get Mo back on track, obviously, before he leaves for the AFCON. Because if he leaves for the AFCON and there's no making up in regards to that, then we're in a bad predicament in both sides. So yeah, I just hope they make up. I really do. because I don't want to go into this. Yeah, it is what it is. Double, it is what it is. I just don't trust outside reporters in moments like this because they're gonna mix up a lot of stuff that makes us, look bad. He's an Arsenal fan. Arsenal top of the league. Do you think he wants Liverpool to do well again? No. And Arsenal are on the on the other side of in the Champions League as well. They're doing pretty well. So I don't want a guy telling us what to do while he's supports another club as well. So we just got to be careful. Go on about that because don't want to be part of that. But yeah, guys, like I said, get the chat going. I'm here for a bit, so I want to hear you guys out because everybody's telling me, do we have to put it on capital letters for you to read our chat? Well, I'm here now. There you go. See, this is what I'm saying. Yeah, every time you do that, I come on and I said, when it says Fozi, chat with Fozi, that means everybody can put whatever they want on the chat and I'm going to read it out. That's the whole point. If you know what I mean. So it is what it is. So let's check out the Premier League, man, because that's what people want to talk about in the poll. It's 53%. Salah has gone to 29%. Champions League is 6%, and other is 12%. Yeah. So let me just check out the Premier League as everybody's talking about. Obviously in the poll, Premier League. Yeah. Listen, if there's anything in the chat that you want to chat about, go for it. I'll obviously reply to it and tell you guys what I feel. How I feel, Yeah, enough is enough. Make up and let's move on. Hell yeah. So where we go. Premier League. Oh, damn. Chelsea versus Everton. That's a good one. Chelsea versus Everton. It's the first one. So there's no 12:30 kickoff. Okay. All right. You want it? All right. No 12. Very strange. Let me see what you're saying, Double. Yeah, the chat just stopped. Kind of crazy, isn't it, guys? Like, I'm here for the chat and nobody's doing anything. What's going on? What is going on? Let's start chatting. Which three do you think is getting relegated? Definitely Wolverhampton. Getting battered by Man United the other day 4-1 says enough for me. So let me look at the table actually while you're saying that. See, whatever you want, guys, I'm here to do today, but there you go. See the difference? I don't want to hear it next time. You know what I mean? If I'm talking about something and you put it, do we have to put it in capital for you to speak about the teams? I don't want to hear that anymore, man. I'm here for the chat today. But you want that conspiracies and all this stuff. Nah. Let's not always do that, man. Let me just look for the table, man. It's kind of strange. Not seeing the table. There you go. So when you look at the table, bro, at the bottom, this is the bottom three, right? Burnley and Wolverhampton have definitely gone down. There's no way out of this. Even that Burnley's got 10 points. Yeah. There's no way out of this. They're not playing good football in regards to, trying to like get out of relegation. They've gone. They've gone 100%. Wolverhampton, we don't need to speak about Wolverhampton. My local team, West Ham, I don't know why they're there, but I think they're going to get themselves out of that trouble. Nottingham Forest, they're too good, man. They've got too many good players. I don't know why they're 17th. Fulham, yeah, I don't know above that, guys. I really don't know. So the two already at the bottom are definitely going down. If Nottingham Forest don't improve, I'll put them in that list because I believe West Ham will get themselves out, especially, with Nuno Espirito Santos as their manager. Yeah, so far I'll say them two are the permanent ones. That's at the bottom. It's either West Ham, Nottingham Forest, or Leeds. So I'll choose for now Nottingham Forest. Maybe I'm an idiot, but that's what I'm choosing for now. So I say Nottingham Forest, Burnley, and Wolves. But it could change if they go on form and start winning and all that stuff. Of course, winning gets you out of relegation. You know what I mean? And then if Leeds start losing and West Ham losing, that means they're in trouble too. So I'll go for this three, because I think West Ham, obviously, before the Liverpool game, I think they had 2 wins and a draw or something like that. So I'm expecting them to start winning very, very soon, because the ideas of Nuno Espirito Santos has just arrived in it. So it's going to take him time to gel everything in together. And he's good. He's a good manager. Don't forget what he did at Wolverhampton before and what he did at Nottingham Forest. Don't ever judge him for Tottenham, because Tottenham is Tottenham. Spursy is Spursy. They're never going to change. So yeah, I think Nottingham Forest so far with Burnley and Wolverhampton, the bottom two are gone. Even though you see the points with Burnley, they got 10 points, only 3 points above. Sorry, only 5 points behind Nottingham Forest. It's still a possibility for them to get out and all that stuff. But I don't know, man. I don't see Burnley getting out of this. Scott Parker, every single time he comes up in the Premier League, he does this kind of weird thing. He sticks to the same players that got him up instead of like trying to get Premier League proven players. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird with him. But yeah, I say Nottingham Forest so far, and Burnley and Wolverhampton in that one. Yeah, is what it is. Is what it is. But we'll go back to the fixtures, of course, see what we was looking at. I don't know why I have to make it smaller to get to that. It's strange, isn't it, that? Yeah. So there we go. You see, this is what I'm saying, guys. People want conspiracies and, what's happening with Salah and all this stuff in order for people to start talking about. This is a channel for everybody now. So start saying things, man. Don't be afraid to talk about your own club. If you want my opinion, honest opinion about your football club, I'm here. I'm going to talk about it. So do whatever you want. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, man. Yeah, this one, I think, well, man, the wrong side. Let me make it smaller, though. It's a bit too big, isn't it? One more? Yeah, that's better. Chelsea versus Everton. Chelsea wins for sure. Even though they lost, I guess, Atalanta the other day. Shouldn't have lost, actually. They played pretty well. Don't know why they lost that game. It's kind of strange. I think Everton is in a good form at the moment as well. So let me just check Everton out. I'll see you, chat. I'll see you, Double. Don't worry, bro. I'll come to your comment in a minute. I'll kick them all out. That's why the chat is quiet. Oh, don't do that. Don't do that, bro. Don't do that to me, my guy. Don't do that. Yeah, sly dog. Let me see what Everton's done. So you look at Everton, and I'm gonna look at Chelsea as well. Let me see what Chelsea have done recently in the Premier League as well as the Champions League. So Chelsea's the home team, so I'll start with them. So Chelsea's form is pretty strange. Very strange, actually. So if we're going to go by the Champions League and the Premier League, Chelsea have been in a bad form. God damn. So the last time they won was the Barcelona game. They drew with Arsenal 1-1. And then they lost to Leeds 3-1. Drew with Bournemouth 0-0. Lost to Atalanta 2-1. They're in a bad form, man. They're in a bad form. Bad form. Yeah. And then you look at Everton, they're better. Shit. And then I look at Chelsea, obviously, they're not really strong at home either. Come on, they lost to Sunderland at home and they deserve to lose that game. I'm looking at them from that point of view as well. Yeah. I don't know this one, actually. Form-wise, anyway, but I don't know. Is Chelsea going through a bad patch and they're going to get out of it, or are they just consistently in a bad patch? Because it looks like, when I'm looking at Chelsea right now, like it looks like a consistency in a bad patch after the Barcelona game. 1-1, 3-1 loss, 0-0, and 2-1 loss. I mean, so 2 draws and 2 losses. There's no consistency in winning. Oh. And then you look at the Everton one. Since what game they lost? So, since the Man City game, so the Tottenham game when they lost 3-0, they've drawn to Sunderland, they've beaten Fulham, they've beaten Man United, they lost to Newcastle, they've beaten Bournemouth, which Chelsea actually drew with in the last Premier League game. And then they beat Nottingham Forest 3-0. So if you look at the form guide at the two teams at the moment, Everton is in a better place. But I still say Chelsea's going to win that game, innit? It has to be. It can't. They got to come out of that form. They can't just be rubbish throughout. No freaking way. Nah. So yeah. I'll stick with that. I'll stick with Chelsea. Yeah. They got to come out of that form. They can't be the same. And then you got Liverpool versus Brighton. Is Mo Salah going to be there and all this stuff? We'll have to wait and see, innit? Might hear something in the press conference, as many of you said already. So you do know, guys, that Brighton is a difficult game, no matter where we play them. Like if we play them at their ground, if we play at Anfield, they always give us a difficult game. I think majority of the time have been draws as well, as I remember, because I bought tickets for Brighton. So last season I was there when Salah scored that curler, in the top corner, cutting from the right hand side, bam, top corner. But yeah, this one, the form guide, let me just check with both teams. Liverpool at 4 games, drawn 2 and 1-2, I think so. And yeah, let me just check Liverpool first. Then we'll go for Brighton after that. I should know this one. That should be easy for me, but no. So since the PSV game, Liverpool have changed. Have changed a lot. So who am I looking for? Brighton. So let me check out Brighton as well. Hove Albion. You have to put that to get their stuff out. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. So since the PSV game that we lost 4-1, goodness gracious me, at home, goodness gracious me, man. How did we lose to PSV? Not PSG, PSV at home. 4-0. Sorry, 4-1. 4-1. How? How do you lose 4-1 to PSV at home? Why? Oh, why? But then again, that can be the game that woke up Liverpool to try to win games and not lose and all that stuff. So after the PSV game, when we lost 4-1 at home, we beaten West Ham away by 2-0. We've drawn with Sunderland 1-1. We've drawn with Leeds 3-3. We beat Inter Milan 1-0. So we're all right. We're all right, man. In the last 3, it looks like as well. So, where did I get the 4 from then? 4. It's 4 games. Sorry, the last 4 games. Should we draw with Sunderland at home? No, we should win that. I don't care the form guide where Sunderland are on the table. I really don't. When you're at Anfield and you're the current champions, you should be winning those games. I don't care what anyone says to me. I don't want. Big up John Conway, bro. Big up my guy. Yeah, you should be winning those games. Let's just be realistic. And then you look at the Leeds game, 2-0 up in the second half, not in the first half, in the second half, and then they draw back. They get back 2-2, and then we go back 3-2, and then it's 3-3. Like, yeah. But I honestly think the substitutions for that game against Leeds that's cost us. I think like when you have that momentum, when your team comes back out in the second half with full, power and start scoring goals and should have scored more, you leave them to the end of the game. But as I said yesterday, this guy's got the trigger finger. When he thinks things are back to normal, and then he makes changes, it just goes all over the place, unfortunately. And that's what happened to him in that game. But Salah got him out of trouble. When Salah started speaking, we forgot about Arne Slot. We felt sorry for him after that. So there you go. But the Inter Milan performance for Liverpool was amazing, to be fair, guys. Like the tactical side of it, I've seen a pattern of play finally, which is a defensive, difficult to beat team. Instead of like all open, everybody welcome, and then they're gonna score goals. So yeah, man, that Inter Milan opened up a lot of eyes. At least we see something different, work rate, the team togetherness, and all that stuff. So I really liked it. I really like what I saw against Inter Milan. Even though it wasn't the most attractive football, there was something there. That's all I've been asking for. But I know this manager. Is he going to take that risk against Brighton and start playing with players that's not supposed to be playing? You know what I mean? Is he going to change the tactics because he thinks we're back again? That's what worries me, man. He needs to like not take risks anymore, because any risks that he takes, his job is on the line now. I think everybody's putting that Salah and him issue aside. Now we're concentrating fully on the team. We're back in the last day or so, fully concentrating in regards to winning and getting back to normality, and that's what we want. That is what we want for our football club at the end of the day. Because I've forgotten about that stuff, man. I'm sick and tired of Arne Slot in and out. I'm sick and tired of Mo Salah and all that stuff. I don't want to be talking about. I want to talk about football. That is it. Talk about football, please. Let's all do this together, if you know what I mean. So that's what we need to do. Yeah, but that Inter Milan game showed me a lot of stuff in regards to the defensive side. I think we worked on it. I thought we was amazing defensively. I thought, we looked like a team that had a unity instead of like individuals on the pitch who are doing whatever they want. It was all together in that game. So I hope that's first of many. And I said it on Enzo's show a couple of days ago when he brought me on for 2 shows. I was just honest about it. I said, I've got this feeling, Justin Timberlake, within my bones. Yeah. That we're going to change. We're going to look different. We're going to be more on the winning side in the next few games. I said that I think we're going to find a way. And it started with Inter Milan. There you go. And everybody saw the chemistry on the pitch. Everybody was together. Some players might not be playing as well as they should, but it looked to me that was a unit instead of like individual players playing together that want to do their own thing. So yeah. I think that game is the game that changed everything. Mo Salah coming out and saying what he said changed everything for us, for the good instead of like for the bad on the pitch. But off the pitch, we're still like in disarray. We need to sort it out. As soon as that's sorted out, imagine everybody together. Salah with the team, Slot with the team, the off the pitch stuff, with Marco Edwards and Richard Hughes, calms down, nobody having to go at them. We get back, we do full circle, we go again this season. That's the whole point. Forget about the Alonso thing. The most important thing here is Liverpool winning. We get back to winning ways, we'd be laughing again. So let me look at Brighton's form in the last few games. So I'll start with the Leeds game. They beat Leeds 3-0 at home. They drew with Crystal Palace away, which we lost to. Should have been 5-0 down before halftime. If it wasn't for Alisson heroic performances, he changed everything, if you know what I mean. So, yeah. Guys, I'm coming to the comment as soon as I finish this, I promise. And then, big up Hugo Akitika. Big up Rasta Crab as well, man. Big up John Conway. Yes, brothers. Thank you for coming on. So I'm starting with the Leeds game. They beat Leeds by 3-0. Drew with obviously Crystal Palace 0-0. As I said, Liverpool lost to Crystal Palace, and we deserve to be lose that game. We really deserve to lose that game, considering what we've done in the first half. Second half, we've done better. The first half, we got battered. So it is what it is. And then they won against Brentford at home 2-1. They beat Nottingham Forest away from home 2-0. A team that Liverpool lost to at home by 3-0. I mean, at Anfield, 3-0. Can you believe Nottingham Forest coming to Anfield? I don't even know if I was born the last time Nottingham Forest beat Liverpool, at home. So it's crazy. It's crazy, man. But they went away down there and beat them by 2-0. Impressive. And then you look at the Aston Villa game at home. They lost by 4-3. Aston Villa beat them. Aston Villa is a good team, innit, guys? They can beat anyone in their day. Let's just be honest there. Aston Villa is a dangerous team. They're 3 points off the top. You know what I mean? They are telling you for the league title this season, my guys. So it is what it is. And then they drew with West Ham 1-1. So they're off form at the moment. In the last 2 games. They lost 1, they drew 1. But they were on form before that as well. They were winning games, you know what I mean? They won 3 games before that and drew 1. So it's just the last 2 games, they've been off form. Are we going to catch them in the right moment? Maybe so, because we're back on form as well. We haven't lost in 4. So maybe this is the game in the Premier League that's going to, wake us up. Maybe it ain't going to be the typical Brighton game that we used to see in the past, which ended up in a draw, or Liverpool scoring in the last few minutes to win a game against them and all that stuff. Maybe this is the game we finally win convincingly. The players are, attacking more, and the defense is going to be a unit, and they're going to, not concede goals and things like that. Maybe it is. You know what I mean? Maybe this is the game that changes everybody's mind about Arne Slot and, the football club as a whole. we'll have to wait and see. And imagine Salah being on the bench in this game or starting in this game. Everybody's going to do a full circle. We're back to normality. It could be the game, guys. It could be the game. But let me get to the chat and see what you guys are saying. Oh, man. I thought you did kick them out double, man. I was scared, bro. Damn you, man. You got me nervous. Because some people actually do that sometimes. I'm thinking, like, why are you deleting people's comments? If they disagree with me, I'm fine with it. I'm here for every football club. I'm here for the challenge. That's what I'm all about. I think Fulham could drop with Burnley. Could drop with Burnley and Wolves to be. I don't know. You know, like with Fulham, they've got the same manager for years. He's got different ideas, and they're playing pretty well recently as well. So I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think Fulham would be there. Everton having a good season. Can see another 2-1 defeat for Chelsea on the way, but it's at Stamford Bridge. It's not at the Everton's new ground, so it could still. I don't think Maresca is in a place where he's gonna down tool. He has to go all out now, because from what I've been seeing about Maresca at the moment, people are asking questions about him. You know what I mean? What are we doing? Why are we playing like this? Why are we so bad? 1 minute we're the best thing since sliced bread. Next minute, we've gone back to a rubbish team. So his consistency ain't working out. And I've been saying a lot about Chelsea as well. Like, the thing with them is they haven't got enough experience in that team that can lead them through difficult, situations. Because when you look at Chelsea, the goalkeeper, I'm still questioning. Sanchez, the former Brighton player that we used to laugh at back in the day, ain't gonna be, like Schmeichels. He's not gonna be like Alisson. He's not gonna be, like David Seaman. All of a sudden, he's got that bozo moments. It's always gonna. I think one of the goals the other day, he saved it, but it still went in. And if that was Alisson, that would have been saved, in my opinion. I might be a bit harsh on that. I might be a bit harsh on that, but I'm telling you the truth. I think if that was Alisson, he would have saved that. But stronger hand, could have kept it out. But this is Sanchez. This is what you expect. And I said that to the Chelsea fans, and there's no, man, you're talking rubbish. Everybody knows Sanchez. He's the new David James. That's what he is. That was what David James used to do for Liverpool back in the day. Easy saves. He used to make it difficult. Come on, man. You got to be real and start blaming it. Oh, I was playing a game, I overstretched and I injured myself. Get out of here, man, with that shit, man. Big up John Conway. What are you saying in the chat? I'm just going through the chat before I go to the next game, guys. But yeah, I could see this game, Liverpool winning by 2-0. I think because Brighton is in a bad form and Liverpool is coming back to a good form. And, the next steps is Liverpool doing madness, in my opinion. I can see it, man. I had that feeling the other day before the Inter Milan game, and I stick by it. Everybody's together now after that, that disagreement between the coach and the player. Now, because everybody's looking at those players, if Arne Slot can drop Salah and not let him play again after 3 games and all that stuff, what chance have we got to stay in the team if we're not trying our best? If you know what I mean. You are in a World Cup time now. Now, this time is the World Cup time. You're going to the second part of the season. You cannot be off form. You cannot be at the team. You have to be in the team. So all these players have to be in the team in order for them to get picked for the international football team. So they can't be dropping form right now. Because if you get at that team in the next 3 months, 4 months, whatever it is, and you're not in the team at all, you're not going to get picked for the World Cup team at all. And you don't want to be in that situation. So every player has to do more. That's what I've been trying to tell you guys. There's no dropping off form now. They're all in trouble. That's done. This is what I've been saying the other day. I've got this feeling we're going to start winning now. And it started with the Inter Milan game. We've seen pattern of play. We've seen the players doing a lot of run-ins. We've seen the players, going out of position to help out the other players, which normally doesn't happen. We've seen substitutes come on the pitch and make a difference. So listen, guys, man, just watch this space, man. What we want to happen ain't going to happen anytime soon, man, which is, the manager gone. It's crazy. It is absolutely. Big up John Conway, my brother. Bless up, Rasta Crab, man. Yes. Of course, always, man. Rasta grab. Please go and subscribe to the Beijing guys. Brilliant people. Yes, this is what we always wanted, Hugo. All of us wanted this. The togetherness is back, man. I'm telling you, man. We're gonna go on a run now. Everybody's gonna be shocked. Everybody's gonna be shocked, man. I'm even like, I don't know what was making me think that, because sometimes, then again, you look at sometimes when these things happen off the pitch, it brings everybody together. And the way Alisson has been instantly clearly shows, in it. Clearly shows something's gonna change. And them not coming out and saying we're good with the manager, clearly, yeah, it shows you that something behind the scenes has clicked and the players are going to start performing on a regular basis. Even though, like, you see like the likes of McAllister still not doing what they're supposed to do. And then you look at Isak. I think a lot of people are harsh on Isak, to be fair, guys. He hasn't had that momentum of playing a lot of games at the same time. He's in and out of the team, and people want him to do what he used to do before. He needs to put on weight first of all, man. You know what I mean? He needs to go and eat that rice and banana, man, because people think he's Somali. He's not Somali, people. He's Eritrean. He's not Somali. So just to let you know, he's Christian. He's not Muslim. So, yeah, let me just put it out there, because people are calling him Abdi. He's not Abdi, man. He's not Abdi. Yeah, so yeah, with Isak, it looks like he needs to put on weight, muscle, and all that stuff as well. Like it's like what Florian Wirtz has done. He got out the team. They were pretending he was injured, and then he put on some muscle. Looks different. Looks like he's more involved in the games. He made a pass the other day towards Ekitike. If that was a fit, fully tuned Florian Wirtz, he would have, got the player on the run. But he hit it so straight, it went through for the goalkeeper. You got to put a curl in it, bro. Put the curl in it, and it just goes to the path of Ekitike, and he goes on and scores. Because we know Ekitike is clinical, guys. Have you seen his goals this season? One-on-one was with the goalkeeper. It's straight in. He doesn't hesitate. I love Ekitike, man. Big up, Callum, man. What are you saying, Brighton? Yes. So this game is a 5:30. Why is it 5:30? It's only 3 games on the day? Nah, can it be? Oh, there's more, there's more. So there's 4 games on Saturday. Yeah, I think this game, let me check the Burnley and Fulham results. I don't think I did this one. It sounds like I did it, but I don't think I did. So that's enough of Liverpool. I don't want to keep talking about that rubbish team. Tired of it. They know it's my team, innit? It's what it is. Burnley and Fulham. It's good to talk about different things, innit, guys? I like it. Sick to death of talking about every day the same thing. Everybody's looking for conspiracy theories. Ooh, look, there's TV channels that has that, man. Yeah, man. So Burnley in their last few games, I'll start with the Arsenal game. They lost 2-0 away to Arsenal. I think Arsenal scored late in the game in that one. No, they didn't. Gyökeres scored in the first 40 minutes. Whatever it is. Yeah, they lost 2-0 to Arsenal. They lost 3-2 to West Ham. They lost 2-0 to Chelsea. Freaking hell, when am I going to get a win? They lost 3-0 to Brentford. They lost 1-0 to Crystal Palace. They lost 2-1 to Newcastle. So what have you actually won? When was the last time you actually won a game? Because all I see is losses. Oh, Leeds United at home. So Wolverhampton away. So after the Wolverhampton game, they started losing. It looks like they had 2-game winning run, because they lost to Aston Villa away and lost to Man City away. So they lost to Leeds. They beat Leeds and they beat Wolverhampton away. Leeds at home, Wolverhampton away. And then after that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 games they lost in a row. Not even a draw. So they're in a bad run, man. And people are telling me Burnley's going to do this game? You must be out of your mind, Hamdog. So I'm looking at it from here I'm looking at Fulham now. Okay, let me start with Wolves at home. They beat Wolves 3-0. They lost to Everton. They beat Sunderland. They beat Tottenham. They lost to Man City 4-5, which is at home, of course. They gave Man City a game. I don't know who that winger was that came on and started doing some madness against Man City. It was crazy, man, when I was watching Fulham. Yeah, but that was a good game. Brilliant game. I think I was doing a stream while I was watching it. Yeah. So, and then they lost to Crystal Palace. They're both in a bad form. I mean, but if you look at both teams, Fulham are better off because they gave games to the teams they lost to. So I see Fulham winning this by 2-1. I think so. I honestly think so with that one. Yeah. Fulham's going to beat them. Burnley are in a bad run, guys. I'm sorry. I've got to be serious about that. Like, Burnley are in a bad run. There's no way they're going to come out of this. They're going to go deeper to the relegation zone. Although they got 10 points, 5 points off the relegation. I don't think they're going to make that up anytime soon. I think there's another loss. Even though they're the home team, I still think Fulham are going to beat them in that game. And then you got the Arsenal versus bottom versus top versus bottom, whichever way you want to go about it. That's a Saturday night football at 8 p.m. Do I need to talk about this one, really, guys? Really? Like, do I? No, I don't really. You know the outcome for that one. Big up, big ego. Callum says they beat us at home last season. Soz. Who beat us at home last season? Who are you talking about? If you're talking about Brighton, no. I was at the game. Salah curled in the top corner and that stuff. What are you talking about? Big up, True. Don't we saying YouTube comment section has been weird today. Footy Reacts had a lot of bots. Ram was on the copish and was racially abused. What? No way. YouTube don't do enough to stop this nonsense. Ram's got racially abused? That's not good, man. No. We don't do that. We don't do that, man. Hell no. Nah. I'm not accepting that. They better bloody knock on that person's door because, you know, in the modern day, police take that seriously, man. When I was at work, someone racially abused me when I tried to move him off site. And within about 10 minutes, the police was already there. They took it serious, took statement, got a laptop out, and the guy was still around the site. And then they arrested him, took him to the police station. So racism is a big thing nowadays, man. You get arrested for that. So you got to be careful what you say now, man. You shouldn't say it at all anyway, but that's disgusting, man. Ram's a good guy. Why would you like racially abuse that poor guy? That's disgusting, man. Man. I don't want to hear shit like that. Why? Because you disagree with what he's saying? Nah. I don't even need to look at this game. You already know Wolverhampton are in a bad run. They lost to Man United 4-1. They lost probably previously as well. Arsenal hot and cold at the moment. You know, the teams behind them are 2 points and 3 points. They should be way clear this season, Arsenal. Don't know why they're in and around that area. It's very, very strange. Very, very strange. Arsenal are like not way ahead of everybody else, considering what they've been doing this season. 3 players for every position. If players get injured, they're well covered, if you know what I mean. So they're top of the Champions League for now, from what I've seen. So they're top of the Premier League and the Champions League. So you expect them in the Premier League to be further away. But thank God, in my opinion, that they're not. Because if they are further away and then they're going to add on to those points when everybody comes back from injury, then, you know, the Premier League is going to be a shit show. We're not going to be watching it that much anymore. But yeah, Easter converts need to put some muscle for real. Yeah, I can't talk about it at the moment. My muscles are gone. I've lost a lot of weight myself, so I can't talk about it. There's a reason I lost a lot of weight because I had a pop belly. You know, when you get older, when you get in your 40s and 50s, you get pop belly. And that I had to reduce that, guys. It was so much out. You know, nobody can avoid it when I'm on the train and shit like that. I had to like avoid trains and buses. I had to take my car to work. So I had to get rid of that pop belly. If you know what I mean? Yeah, big up, Nems. Big up, my guy. I'm good, bro. I'm good, my guy. We just need Arsenal to start dropping some points and us to pick some up. Then it can start to open up again. I don't think we're ever going to win the league from this season, to be fair, bro. We had opportunities against Leeds, Sunderland, whoever else we dropped points to, you know, catch them up, as Aston Villa did, but we didn't have that mentality to do that, unfortunately. I don't think these players at our football club are mentally tuned to go again for another league this season for some reason. I thought, like, all that celebrations, Jota's passing, everything would motivate them to win it this season. But no, it just looks different, man. It's just players that's not wanting to win a league title this season, from what I can see. In the ideal world, I'm hoping what you're saying, but I can't see it. I really can't see it with our football club. Yeah. It looks like there's more games on Sunday too. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. So you got Crystal Palace versus Manchester City. What is going on, man? What the hell just happened there? You know what? This could be a game where Man City start dropping points, guys, Yeah. This could be a game because the thing with Crystal Palace, let me see both teams. If they're playing in Europe, it's curtains for Palace, man. Yeah. When they play in Europe, they come back weird. They don't even fight. If you know what I mean, guys, they're just weird. Crystal Palace. Yep, they're playing tonight. Man City's gonna win that game. Yep, Man City's gonna win that game. They're playing tonight. Yep, Man City's won that game. There's no way Crystal Palace is gonna win. Nah, no chance. When Crystal Palace play in Europe, they come back in a strange way. They lose games and all that stuff. They shouldn't have lost to Man United, but they did. And Man United actually deserved to win that game on that day. So I can't see them. Nah, City's gonna beat them. They can't. Accommodate Europe and Premier League. They can't really get that together because their squad is not strong enough. If you know what I mean. So that's why they're losing games straight after European Cup games. So they're playing tonight and they're going to play on Sunday. Nah, they're not going to win. So let's look at their form, by the way. I'll go from West Ham away. They've won that game by 2-1. And then it's in a cup, of course. What the hell is that? No, I'm not going to go for that. That's too far. Sorry, my bad. I'll go from Brentford. Brentford, yeah. So they beat Brentford at home 2-0. And then they beat AZ Alkmaar, former club of Arne Slot, 3-1 in the European Cup, Conference League. They drew with Brighton 0-0. They beat Wolverhampton 2-0 away. Strasbourg, they lost to them 2-1 away. And Man United, they lost 2-1 at home. And then they beat Burnley away by 1-0. They beat Crystal Palace. So they beat Fulham away by 2-1. So they're not hot on cold form at the moment. But as I said, when they come back from the European Cup games, they're terrible. Absolutely horrendous. Like when I was watching that Man United game, I think I was doing a watch along for that one. They didn't wake up the whole game, man. Yes, they took the lead with the penalty, but they were terrible throughout the game. And even the commentator said, I think Man United is going to be winning this game, even when they were 1-0 down. So that's what I'm trying to tell you guys. Like when they play in Europe, Crystal Palace are awful. Absolutely awful. But that's my Crystal Palace take. Let me see what Man City is up to. Big up, bro, man. I'll see you there, bro. I'll see you. There we go. I'll start from the Dortmund game with Man City. They battered Dortmund by 4. And then they beat Liverpool by 3-0. And then they lose to Newcastle by 2-1. And then they lose to Leverkusen at home. What the hell is going on with Man City? Why are they losing games too? And then they beat Leeds by 3-2. Almost lost that one. And then they beat Fulham by 5-4. And then they beat Sunderland by 3-0. And then they beat Real Madrid by 2-1. Yeah, Man City is weird. They're in a weird situation, man. They're losing to nobodies as well. But they're beating the somebodies, but they're losing to nobodies. Wow. Crazy that. Yeah. But I think Man City, after that Real Madrid game, if that doesn't give you confidence to go on and win more games, I don't know what will. I really don't know what will, man. But I think Man City is going to win this one, innit, guys? They're going to win this one. There's no doubt about that, man. They're going to win this one. Yeah. Crystal Palace coming back from Europe. I mean, putting the energy onto that because they haven't got the depth of the squad. Yeah. I see Man City winning that one. What are you saying, bro? So hope we win in this weekend. Of course, Nems, we have to win, bro. I said it to you already, bro. There's something that told me before that Inter Milan game, we're going to go on a run of wins now. I think the players have just finally woken up. Bit too late, but it is what it is. Still got Europe in it. 4-0 City. Woo! Too much, bro. Do you know why all games are a day after Boxing Day this year, with only the United game being on Boxing Day? Are we playing the Tuesday before Christmas, or is it just because it's a Saturday? Bro, the fixtures, I don't know what's going on. I really don't know. It's congested in this month. That's why they say Christmas time is the most difficult time of, the Premier League. And a lot of, I think Jurgen used to complain about the Christmas time, innit, guys? He said, we shouldn't be playing that many games. But it is what it is. Yeah, I can't answer that question, bro, because I don't know. I really, really don't know why. Bro, man, I'll come to your comment in a second. Yeah, this one. Tottenham is in a good form, aren't they, at the moment? So I think Tottenham is going to win this one. I think Nottingham Forest are all over the place at the moment. Can't lose games like that, man, at home and that. Nah, can't do that. Can't do that. What I'm doing, guys, I'm changing up teams every time instead of like leaving them in there in the first place. So each team, I just look at the form guide and I'll decide who's in a better position and who's not, if you know what I mean. The last one, obviously, I said Man City. But if you look at overall, Man City haven't been consistently good either. So it is what it is. It is what it is. I bet you City and Arsenal will drop points this weekend. Have you seen who Arsenal's got, bro? Wolverhampton at home. Do you think they're going to drop points to Wolverhampton at home? If they do, chuck the league. Forget about the league at Arsenal. Just get out. Don't bother anymore. Just leave the league alone. Just, get rid of it. Yeah, just make it stone cold, man. Just make it. Give stunners to everybody. Allow that shit, man. And leave the league alone. Stunner. Just move away, man. Just move away. I swear, Raw, that's too much, mate. They're going to lose to they're going to drop points to Wolverhampton? Like a 0-0? Nah. Hell no. No way, man. Hell no. It's over for them then. There you go. It's over for them. I swear down. It's over for them, mate. There's no way that can happen, mate. No way. So I'm going to game Nottingham Forest and Tottenham. Let's see the form guide of Nottingham Forest. I'll start from Man United. So they drew with Man United 2-2. And then in Europe, they drew 0-0. Was it Storm Graz? Yeah. And they beat Leeds by 3-1. They beat Liverpool 3. They were on form at one stage. Yeah. They beat Liverpool by 3-0. And then they beat Malmo 3-0. They lost to Brighton 2-0. So they were on a good run in the beginning. So the new management bounce, in it. The new head coach bounce they had. And then they just went downhill from there, is it? Oh, so they beat Wolverhampton 1-0 away. And then they got battered by Everton 3-0 in the last game. So they're in a good run. Just out of that, I only pick 2 games, Everton and Brighton, really. Because they won the rest. Strange. Yeah. But let's see Tottenham. Let's look at Tottenham, what they're doing. I'll start from the Chelsea game. Tottenham lost by 1-0, as they always do. It's a regular thing. Tottenham always lose against Chelsea every season at the Tottenham Stadium. I don't know why. It's like Chelsea, that's the home team there. It's weird. Very strange. Very, very strange. And then they beat Copenhagen by 4-0. They draw with Man United 2-2 at home. I was watching that game. I think I didn't watch along for that one. And then they lost to Arsenal 4-1. What kind of derby is that? You're losing to Arsenal 4-1. That's not a derby. That's a hammering, man. And then they gave a game to PSG, who had a man sent off. I think they took the lead, and then they got beat by 5-3. Then they lose to Fulham at home. Oh my goodness me. Chelsea and Fulham, that's the local derby, isn't it, down there? So you're losing to both teams. Strange, very strange. And then they draw with Newcastle, that's at St. James's Park 2-2. That's a difficult place to go. Even Man City lost there, you know what I mean? So if you could do that, why can't you beat those other teams? Kind of weird, isn't it? That. So and then in their last game they beat Brentford by 2-0 in the Premier League, that is, and then in the European Cup Champions League they won I guess Slavia 3-0. So yeah, they're hot and cold, man. They're hot and cold. You know what, guys? This one I don't know. I'll leave it as a draw then. 1-1. They're both the same. It looks like to me when I'm looking at these two teams. Yeah, I'll leave it 1-1, that one. I'll leave it 1-1. Big up. Yes. 2-0 Liverpool. Oh, we'll see. Kobe MJ, come on, bro. I was born in 1979. Of course I'm going to be MJ. I've watched Kobe. I've watched this LeBron, all these guys. There's no one close to MJ. You know, when people make comparisons, like they compare, if you haven't watched MJ, then you shouldn't really compare. So you got to listen to people that watch MJ and Kobe and LeBron, which I have. I've gone out of basketball when LeBron, LeBron time, but I watched when he was playing. I still watch it sometimes. He's nowhere near MJ, man. Neither is Kobe. MJ is like the Maradona of bloody basketball. Naturally gifted basketball player. You know what they say? When someone is natural, everything comes easily to them. That's how it was with MJ. Everything was easy to him from a young age. He could have won more championships if he had the right team around him from a young age, but he didn't. His team came in the 90s, you know what I mean, with Phil Jackson. So there you go, man. Like, if you ask me who watched all of them, MJ is head and shoulders above everybody, man. MJ was so good, people feared him. You know what I mean? Is MJ playing today? Phil Jackson's here. God damn it. Who are we going to get to mark him? That kind of thing. Like Maradona back in the day. Is Maradona playing today? Yeah. Oh, damn. Who's going to mark him? That kind of thing. Look at Maldini, the greatest defender of all time, yeah. He said the only two players that gave him problems on the pitch was Maradona and R9. That's it. Didn't speak about Ronaldinho's. Didn't speak about, other players after that. Cristiano, Messi, which he played against in his latter age. He's just spoke about Maradona and R9, the two most naturally gifted players of all time. You can't stop like naturally gifted people, guys. You can't. I mean, you're born into that. That's how you are. It's like you play football for the first time and you can control a ball and you can do whatever you want. That's naturally gifted people, mate. That's what it is with Maradona. If you look at Maradona back in the day when he was about, 10 or something like that, you see a video, black and white, him doing, freestyling at that age already. Yeah. Listen, MJ all day, every day, man. Come on, man. Get out of here, man. Love the teacup, tea mug. Yeah. From Anfield. There you go. I bought it from the shop. I don't know how I kept it together, but sometimes I break everything. I'm very clumsy. Let me just put it that way. Yeah, so this one I'll leave it as a draw. I'm not gonna bother anymore with this game. It's good to talk about different things, in it, guys. I can't keep talking about Salah every day, trying to sort out, rekindle relationships and all that stuff. That's it, man. Oh shit, the derby. Ooh, this one I don't even have to look at the form. Form goes out the window. One team is the richest club in the world, and one team is doing better than them in the league. And this is the local derby. Listen, after what I've been seeing of Sunderland lately, I think Sunderland's going to win this by 2-0. I think they're going to beat Newcastle. It's the home team, the home advantage as well. The fans are going to be up for this as well. They're gonna put everything on it. I think Sunderland's going to win this game. Even though Newcastle did all right, but form goes out the window. And I think the advantage Sunderland have is what they've been doing this season, and the crowd is going to be on top of this as well. It's going to be more noisy than the other games that we've been watching recently as well. Yeah, 100% Sunderland's going to win this game. No doubt about that. I see this game 2-1. I said 2-1 now. Yeah, I changed my mind to say 2-1. 2-1. Oh, damn. Local team versus Aston Villa. Yeah, Villa's going to win this one. Villa are challenging for the league title so far, guys. And West Ham are not in a very good form. Villa just beat Arsenal, who are the league leaders. And they beat them really, in a way of deserving it as well. That's how I see when they beat Arsenal. They actually deserve to beat Arsenal in that game. Arsenal got their goal because of Onana doing some madness in the midfield. Don't know what he was doing. I don't think he knew what he was doing. But yeah, 100%. If they've got any ambition in the league, they have to win this game. They have to. And I see them winning by a few goals as well. West Ham's last game was a 1-1 draw away at Brighton. Sorry, they drew with Man United as well, 1-1. Even though the form is picking up slowly, I don't think Aston Villa is going to put themselves in a situation where they're going to drop points in this game, unless they do some madness. But yeah, I see this game maybe 3-1 to Villa. Yeah, I think they're going to do it because the players are going to be up for it. The manager is going to be up for it. They're gonna try to see where they're gonna go this season. I'm not saying the league's been decided yet. 24, 25 games, then the league's gonna be decided. In my opinion, there's still time for other teams to do their own things as well. So, yeah. I think Aston Villa is gonna beat them for 3-1. I think they're gonna be more organized, more cautious. I don't think they're gonna be like letting West Ham attack them a lot. I think they're gonna control the game as well, Aston Villa in this one, and beat them by 3-1. West Ham's gonna score, but the home team, they have to do something, if you know what I mean. Yeah. So I think Villa this one, 100% 3-1. Where am I? I'm on the last two. So this one, Brentford, all day, every day. Don't be fooled by, what Leeds done against Liverpool. Liverpool shot themselves in the foot. It wasn't to do with how good Leeds were. Our substitutions has done us in that game. I'm still a believer of that. If this maniac manager did they make those substitutions, we would have beat Leeds. We would have beat them. But you know what he did? He decided to make changes in the 67th minute or something like that, and then all madness happened. We lost control of the game, and all of a sudden, Leeds score 3 goals, if you know what I mean. So, yeah. But I'll start with Brentford, sorry. They lost to Crystal Palace away, 2-0. They beat Newcastle. Newcastle got man sent off 3-1. They beat... So they lost to Brighton 2-1 away at Brighton. They beat Burnley 3-1. They lost to Arsenal 2-0. They lost to Spurs 2-0. So they're in a bad run. I agree 100%. Let's look at Leeds' one. I'll start from Bournemouth. They drew with Bournemouth at home 2-2. They lost to Tottenham 2-1. They lost to Burnley 2-0. They beat West Ham 2-1 at home. They lost to Brighton away 3-0. They lost to Nottingham Forest 3-1. They lost to Aston Villa 2-1 at home. They lost to Man City 3-2. They beat Chelsea 3-1. They drew with Liverpool 3-3. So they're in a bad run, but obviously they still got those wins and draws in between and all that stuff. Yeah, Brentford all day long, man. That's gonna be like a 2-0, something like that. Yeah, man, 2-0 Brentford. This one, I don't see this as a draw either. I don't see this as a Leeds win either. So yeah, I think they're gonna lose that game. Leeds, I think they're gonna get beat. Don't be fooled by the Liverpool game, guys. Yeah, don't be fooled. Oh, this is one is good. Oh my goodness me. Manchester United versus Bournemouth. Is it Monday Night Football, right? I swear it's Monday Night Football. Monday Night Football. Is it? Yeah, Monday Night Football. Yeah, I see this one. Let me just check the forms, man. I know Man United have been doing well, but don't know much about Brentford. United. Sorry, Bournemouth, not Brentford. Bournemouth. Let me check. Bournemouth. There you go. AFC. Bournemouth. So Man United, what are they on right now? So I'll start from the Liverpool game. They beat Liverpool 2-1 away at Anfield. Unforgivable, by the way. That is unforgivable. And then they drew with Nottingham Forest 2-2. They drew with Tottenham 2-2. They lost to Everton at home with 10 men. Everton actually scored with 10 men as well. 1-0. That was unacceptable. But I think that was just a small blip. They didn't expect the game to turn out the way it was. 10 men is always difficult to beat as well. So yeah. I think that was just a blip. They beat Crystal Palace away. As I said, Crystal Palace, when they come back from Europe, because of the depth of the squad, they struggle to, transfer it to the Premier League game. So, but Man United deserve to win that game, to be fair. They deserve to win. They drew with West Ham at home 1-1. Unacceptable, that one. And then they beat Wolverhampton 4-1 away at Wolverhampton. So, at the two teams, because I like Bournemouth, the way they play, but I swear they've been off form recently. They have. I'm upset. So I'll start with the Newcastle game. 0-0. Leeds United 2-2. 3-1 against Fulham. 3-3 with Crystal Palace away. 2-0 Nottingham Forest at home. 3-1 to Manchester City. I thought in that game, I watched it against Man City. If they scored their chances, I think they had about 2 goals, probably disallowed for offside, something like that. If they were in the right, the kind of goals they scored, you should have been onside kind of goals. I mean, the player just ran to an offside position and tapped it in. You don't do that, bro. You got to stand behind the line. So if they did it in a proper way, they would have given Man City more problems in that game, in my opinion. So I don't think Man City, deserved to actually win that game by the scoreline 3-1. I think Bournemouth gave them more of problems, if you know what I mean. But then you look at the Aston Villa, 4-0. That's not good enough. And then 2-2 with West Ham at home. And then you lose to Sunderland 3-2. And then you lose to Everton by 1 goal. And then 0-0 against Chelsea? Nah, bro. Nah, man. That's not good. Yeah, Man United sure win that one. There has to be. But I don't think Man United is going to run away with that game. I think it's going to be like a close game, like a 2-1 kind of thing. That's what I think in this game. Because Bournemouth can't be that bad all the time. They have to change somewhere, somehow, in form-wise. So, yeah. I don't even see it as a draw. I don't see any draws in this weekend. I think there's going to be a lot of teams winning and losing. So I don't think there's I don't see any draws at all, to be fair. Apart from one I said 1-1 or something like that. But other than that, I think the other teams it's going to be sure wins for some teams. Oh, what? Kobe? No way, man. No freaking way. No way, Kobe, bro. No way, Jose. Hell no. Hell no. Nah, don't see that. Yeah, so that's my prediction for the Premier League. I know a lot of people are not interested. They want to see controversy and all that. I'm sick to death of it, really. I mean, I want to talk about something else. I've been here for what? Hour and 34 minutes talking about different things. I like it. I mean, that shows you've got more stuff in your, on your channel instead of like one thing all the time. So I'm happy with that. People drop out because of it. It's up to you, man. If you want to hear Salah, I'm not here for that all the time, man. Yes, if I hear breaking news or something's happened, then I'll talk about it. But I want to leave that. I want to nip that in the bud today. Talk about something else, if you know what I mean. And it's good to talk about the Premier League as well. Yeah. 3 hours ago inside Anfield, did something happen? Let me check. See Liverpool, what's happening there? Let me see. No, nothing at all. Don't see anything. Thought they were training all that stuff, but yeah, it's what it is. Kobe all day long. Okay, we'll see. Are you a gamer? I'll play FC 26. That's all. I used to be a gamer, but not anymore, bro. I've grown out of that stuff, Kobe and LeBron are the GOATs. Nems tells your age, bro. Tells your age, man. I like the Lakers. I like any team. I'm more of a Knicks guy because I go to New York a lot. So I'm more of a Knicks. I used to be, Jordan fan when I was a kid because of Chicago Bulls and all that stuff. But I was never a fan of Chicago Bulls. It's more of Michael Jordan. But if you ask me for a basketball team, I like the New York stuff. I like the Yankees and I like the Knicks. That's my stuff. Makes sound great, but it is what it is. 2-2 was on Newcastle stream earlier today, and they were saying they want Eddie Howe out if they don't beat Sunderland Sunday. Oh my god, bro, that's just crazy. Absolutely crazy. Leeds is the real United club. I agree, Nems. Kobe hater. No, man. I love Kobe. But I don't think he's as good as Mike. It's trying to compare him to Ronaldinho. They're saying he's the GOAT. Come on, bro. Like, gotta be serious here, my guy. You have a F1 team. No, I don't. I used to watch Formula One back in the day, but I don't anymore. Yeah, my one is so far back. You know what I mean? Dinosaurs was around that time. That's, you know what I mean? I'm from the dinosaur time with F1. I don't watch it anymore. I used to love the Shoemaker and Hill battle. You know what I mean? Things like that back in the day. That's what I used to watch. Nigel Mansell, Senna, things like that. It's just like UFC. I used to watch UFC when I was younger, but I don't watch UFC anymore. You know what I mean? And Ken Shamrock introduced me to UFC when he came to the WWE. I didn't even know what UFC was. Then I started watching UFC, and I started liking it. Then, you know, all of this stuff that's happened recently, you know, there's no rivalries anymore in certain things. So when there's no rivalries, I lose interest. You know what I mean? It's too predictable when you see the same person winning every single time. I like the rivalry. You know, like WWE in the Attitude Era, the gangs were the best time in it. But there's nothing like that anymore. Everybody's nicey, cuddling each other and all this stuff, man. I want to see some battles out there, bro. I want to see some fights. Got a good little career going on at Tottenham on FC26. Double, I'm on there, bro. I am on there. I played Callum. I don't want to play him anymore because he keeps battering me every time. Red Bull is my team. Nah, none of them is my team anymore, bro. When I was young, what the hell was my team? What was Damon Hill's team? I forgot what it was. So long ago, I forgot it was. Lewis Max GOATs. Goodness gracious me, man. I'm done with you, bro. You're talking about the current people. What about, you know, Shoemaker? What about Senna? What about, you know, the other legends that's from Formula One? Why you have to talk about the current people all the time, Mr. Nems? That means you haven't watched the greats. I mean, sometimes you've got to go back in history to understand how it all developed to this. But you guys don't do that. You like to watch the current thing and call them GOATs. What the hell's wrong with you guys, man? Stop laughing, Nems. Yeah, I'm done with that stuff, man. Let me just check around YouTube, see what's going on. Let's see. I don't know. Everybody's happy and sad everywhere. I told you, man, about Isak rants. Leave Isak alone, man. Just leave the guy alone. Everybody's talking about Isak everywhere. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Give him time to develop. I'd rather do with Isak, guys. Take him out of the team and slowly integrate him back into the team. That's what I would do. I don't like this, you know, taking him out and, you know, pushing him out there, playing 2-3 games, and then we judge him like that. I think he needs, you know, time to get that run of goals and all that stuff with the team, and, you know, getting him off and letting him come on as a sub. Because we've got enough firepower up front anyway, so we don't really need him just yet. So in the second part of the season, you're going to see an on-form Isak that's going to score you a lot of goals. So if you take him out the team, bring him on as a sub, like 70th minute or something like that, to change games for now, and then you have that momentum to, you know, score goals on a regular basis, then we'll be fine. But when we're like pushing him out there while he's off form, it's not the way, man. It's only going to go one way, which is where it is right now. If Slot leaves and we can not have Alonso, Glasner, or Klopp, who would you want? I don't know, bro. I have no idea. Those are the guys I want. You know what I mean? Like Alonso or Klopp back. Maybe mainly Klopp back, but after that, we don't know where we're going to be. It's one of those moments. What a shame. I don't know, bro. I really don't. That's you put me on the spot on that one, my friend. If you know what I mean. Yeah. I was a big dog once. Now I am. Yeah, guys, that's me, man. I hope I covered whatever you want me to cover, which is outside the obviously Salah stuff, which is the Premier League. So I had was it the votes 54% Premier League, Champions League 8%, 27% Salah, and other 12%. So I did what I could, guys. You know what I mean? I haven't drawn people towards me. It's okay. It's okay. If you want controversy and conspiracy theories, I'm not your guy, man. I'm just gonna bring you and what I think as well. So that's all. That's all I can do for you, man. It is what it is. Hey, the cop father is in the house. I love that picture. Suits the name, bro. Suits the name. I know, bro. Thank you, Nems, man. Thank you, bro. Something different in it. You can't have the same thing every day. You got to change up in it. That's what you got to do. That's what you got to do. I'll get lost, MK. You're too late, bro. Just like Copfather. You guys are too late, my guy. You're doing that, Cedric. That's what Cedric does. That's the last comment of the damn show. You're trying to Cedric with me. Yeah, stop doing that LOL as well, man. Yeah, listen, it's my last day for a while. I don't think I'm gonna come back from work tomorrow and do a stream. I'll be too tired to do that shit, man. But I did the preview for the Premier League as well, and I gave my point of view towards it. I don't think there's gonna be a lot of draws apart from one I said, and majority of the teams I said it's gonna win is gonna win. That's what I think. But it could be the other way around. You never know. You never know, man. Yeah. I'm sick and tired of you guys, man. Lastminute.com, guys. You know what I mean? Was it a good stream, brother? People might be just busy today. It's okay, bro. It's okay. Yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm not gonna cry about people not turning up today. You know what I mean? But we've got our platform. We're building. We're building. It's okay. That amount of people that say I'm not here having a go at people for not being here. It's up to them. They could choose their path in streams that we want to watch. But I thought let's just bring something different today instead of the same thing every time and all that stuff. Bringing out videos, what's being said by Salah and people that hate Salah and people that like Salah and slot haters and slot inners. It's the same thing every day, bro. It's the same thumbnails every day, bro. So I thought today let's talk amongst ourselves. I've read every comment that you guys have put up, but nobody's here. But when I'm busy and you got too many people commenting at the same time and there's a lot of people in here, you want me to read every comment? Man. When it says a different thumbnail, it doesn't say chat with Fozi. It says a different thumbnail. I'm talking about this today. So the chat will be limited. You want me to, start chatting? It's crazy. Is that MK? MK was the one that actually said to me, do we have to write in capital for you to read the comments? And today he comes in the last minute. Oh, MK, this is you, man. I'm gonna go with that. Squidley again, man, because of you. I swear to God.
Take your time, Squidley. Me a ride bike and you ride bicycle and you lead me. Watch your roach gully corner. Squidley. Fully salt, you pussy clot in a year. Too enough, man. Oh, Squidley. You alright? With a bicycle? Oh,
That's MK, mate. Squidley is MK, man. I'm telling you. He asks for one thing. He wants to ride a bicycle, and he does that. He goes in the bush. Where's the bicycle at? Where's the chat at, Squidley? Hey, MK? Where's the chat at? You asked me, was it yesterday? Do we have to write in capital? There you go, bro. You didn't even turn up when the chat was here today. Bloody Squidley. Crazy. Where's the bicycle at? The kid's in the bush and he's talking about bicycle, man. You're mad, mate. Oh, man. Had to look after myself. Now, listen, not you, Godfather. You're always there. You and Clive are always there, bro. And, of course, the rest of the guys, like John Conway and that. I've got no issues, bro. It's fine. It's just a bit of fun I'm having, man. Squidley, where's the bicycle at? Damn you, MK, man. Damn you. You ride a motorcycle. Okay. Where's your motorcycle at? All right, guys, I'm done. I could be back tomorrow. Could be. Big up, Clive, bro. It depends, man. It's going to be a night one. It's not going to be a day one. So just keep an eye on the channel. Just hit that notification bell and all of that stuff. And I'll see you soon, people. Appreciate everybody that's on. Big up, Nems, man. Nems, Michael Jordan all day, every day. If you don't know, go and watch back Michael Jordan's best bits. Then you'll say, oops, my bad. Yeah. Bless everybody. Take care, guys. Take care.